Whoa! Oh, that's better. Hello, welcome back to the garden. It's been about 6 weeks since I last said that, and I know there's been a few of you that have noticed that I have not uploaded a video for about 6 weeks now, and I've been completely vacant from my Instagram and my Facebook, as well as YouTube gardening pages and everything. So thanks to anybody that messaged me to check if I was okay. Everything has been absolutely fine, apart from it being the summer holidays. So the children have been off for 6 weeks, and having an 11-year-old and a 5-year-old means that I'm just immensely busy with keeping them entertained, and I didn't have time to make any videos. And I've done YouTube now for 6 years, and I don't think there's been many times where I haven't uploaded a weekly video, or, you know, if there's ever been a break, it's maybe just been 2 or 3 weeks or something. So nothing this long at all. But once I missed a week, nobody noticed. I missed another week. You know, life goes on, people get on with their lives, and the thought of actually making a video started getting a little bit scary, and it was really nice, really, just to have a complete detox from all social media and just kind of focus on trying to just, like, you know, regenerate over the summer holidays, really, which, if you've got children, you'll know that that is completely impossible. We went away for 2 weeks of the summer holidays as well. My mum lives abroad in Turkey, so when we went away, I was really worried. Well, originally when we booked the tickets to go, because we were going to be going away in August, and as you know, August is like one of the busiest times in the vegetable garden. You should be watering every day, harvesting, and so on. So when we booked the tickets to go, I was just so worried, because Turkey as well is going to be so hot. But luckily we did actually book for August, because the entire time that I was away, I did have someone coming and looking after the garden and checking in every other day on it, but it rained every single day. We had torrential rain, and my garden actually completely disappeared. So one thing that you'll know if you've been familiar with my channel for a long time is that my woodland garden is in shade half the day. So if you have rain all day or shade all day, you know, the plants don't get any light, but, you know, you might have half a day of sun or whatever, but depending on what time of day that sun comes out, it might not even reach the area where it needs to grow. And because I'm surrounded by trees, it's such like a kind of dense microclimate here that even if you do have like 1 day of sun, it's so damp here and saturated that the air just never dries out. So it's just been so humid. So when I left, the pumpkins were really struggling to grow. They'd started putting on a little bit of growth when they got planted, but because it was just like, they just stunted, and then they were rained on so much that they disappeared, essentially. I did manage to get 2 harlequin pumpkins, you know, small squashes from that, but everything else has literally, I mean, it's still alive, but it's just gone. Everything in my polytunnel has been hit by blight. So this morning I've just gone round and picked a couple of things that, you know, I could, but everything else in there, I mean, the polytunnel now is in direct sunlight, but yeah, everything's gone. So I need to rip out all of those tomatoes, and hopefully with the polytunnel this winter, it's gonna be full of kale. I've got 2 types of curly kale, a red and a green, but they've been actually grown inside on a windowsill, and actually they've been there about 7 weeks now, and they've hardly grown at all. So it just goes to show that even having them indoors, we've just hardly had enough light. I think the next couple of weeks now, we are due to have really nice weather. I think we went up to like 25 degrees centigrade here yesterday, and I heard on the news that it was going to be like 30 degrees centigrade today. So over the next kind of week or so, I just need to work on getting my garden in kind of tip-top shape. I want to get that polytunnel just ripped out and ready for the kale, but I'm not sure when I'm going to put that kale in, because if it's too damp, they're just going to get eaten by snails, or slugs and stuff. So I'm not entirely sure, but my main thing for this week is to get my woodland grass mown. I've never had the grass this long before, and I've got it on my lawnmower now, is just on like the top setting, number 6. So hopefully I can get it all mown at number 6, and then in a couple of days, if we have still this nice dry weather, I can then mow it to a 3, because I don't think that we're going to have that much more nice weather now. You know, we're in autumn in a couple of weeks, isn't it? I think the 21st, 22nd of this month will be autumn. So for me, I think this year has been a little bit of a washout, really. I think I'm slowly realising with my woodland garden, if we have a wet summer, there's just no chance. So I do need to focus going on now into kind of the winter at getting the bit of my garden down the very bottom completely cultivated, ready to grow stuff there, because it just really does struggle here. My carrots as well, in the last video that I did where I showed you harvesting carrots from the root trainers, I actually, in that video, I sowed some more. They came up really nicely, but then they got eaten by probably slugs. And then I re-sowed some, they germinated really nicely. And then the entire time I was away on holiday, they did really well and they were being watered every couple of days. But then since I got back, they all got eaten as well. So when I actually originally sowed in there back January this year, I did actually sow them in the module trays and then take them in the house to germinate them, and I grew them on inside for a good couple of weeks. And I think that's what I'm going to do again. Bring them in, let them grow so nothing's going to attack them, and then when they're big enough, bring them back out, because I really love growing them in the root trainers, and that's something that I'm going to do again. A few people had been asking me where I got the root trainers from, but I actually was given them by a friend. However, they did come from Amazon, and I will put a link below in the description of this video of where I got them from, and I'll also add that onto the video because I don't think I have. But one thing I will say is they're quite expensive. I didn't realise at the time when I made that video that they were so expensive, but I would suggest, if you know, some people have budgets to be able to spend on whatever they want, and if you do have a budget, definitely give it a go. But if not, probably just try growing them in pots or something, because the ones that I grew in the pots did really well as well. So anyway, there you go, that's what's been going on, and thank you so much for everybody that did message me. While I was on holiday as well, I reached a massive milestone for my channel. I reached 20,000 subscribers, so thank you very much. Obviously, if you're watching this now, hopefully you're still one of those subscribers, and if you're not, please hit that subscribe button now, because it's absolutely free, and then you can hit the bell notification there so you'll be notified of every single video I do. But I just want to say I really appreciate you for being a subscriber to this channel, and there are some of you that have watched me from the start, and I would like to say my videos are loads better than what they were at the start, but they're not really. But I really do love making videos on YouTube. I love bringing you along, and I love hearing, like, you know, you always give me advice or give me, you know, opinions of things, and I really do like that, and it you know, it just makes me part of a community, so thank you very much. I am going to leave the video here though, because I just wanted to catch up with you and let you know what was going on. Things in the garden, you know, are going to be getting back to normal now. My children have gone back to school finally, thankfully, so I can just get back on with getting things back straight in the garden, and I will hopefully be catching up with you every single Tuesday for another upload. So thank you very much for watching. Thanks for still watching now, I really appreciate it, and I will catch up with you in the next episode. YouTube have a couple of videos up on the screen now that they think you'll like, so please go ahead and watch those, and I'll see you later. Thank you, bye.